I mean, other than, change the tubing because it tore up inside, whatever. But on the new AMS, I had one that I had to replace the uh, the gears, whatever that piece is. Where
Really, I haven't had any issues with the new
yeah,
one.
it came defective. It wouldn't recognize that the filaments were out, so they sent me a new one, and I had to reinstall install that one. And also in the one of my AMS HT, the heating element was not stable, and they had to send me that, and I had to replace that.
Interesting. All right, welcome back to the stream, everybody.
But after that, I haven't had any further issues at all.
Yeah, I've had a few issues with the first AMS, but the second one, I have four of those, and I haven't had any issues with them at all.
I'm not really upset about it considering my printer has over 7,000 hours on it. Like I said, this is the original AMS.
Yeah,
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 So
that's pretty
having to
good.
replace two
Yeah,
feeder motors, that's
show
nothing.
me another one with 7,000 hours.
exactly, exactly.
I counted up on all four of my printers. I have 7,000 hours on all four now.
Oh, I don't have anywhere near that.
Really, you should
7,000
have
on each printer or
not on
7,000 in
each
total?
printer, on all combined. Yeah,
All combined,
and you
my
got to have like
X1C.
10,000 on each one of your X1Cs at least.
But
Oh,
my X1C has like 9,000 or
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
really? Wow. No, I think mine has like five or 6,000 already, and the other one has like 4,000. Or AMS X1C. The H2D, I'm not sure how many hours I have on mine. If you recall, I got my H2D replaced. I had issues with my
Oh, yeah,
H2D.
that's right.
They changed me the same part three times. After two, I said I'm not gonna, and then they wanted me to change the power supply. I said I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, like I'm
You
not
know,
a
I said
bamboo technician.
no. I sent it back, and they agreed. They sent, okay. So I have an extra part that they sent that hadn't been installed, sitting in the garage somewhere.
I rolled
But
over 9,700 hours on my X1C this weekend.
okay, I probably have that much. I haven't checked it,
Yeah, I would imagine you have a ton.
Yeah, I had
but
no idea where you go to check anymore. They keep moving that.
It's
yeah, that's true.
where the printer details are, where it shows you which firmware version it is. It's under settings, and then just scroll down a little bit to printer details, and it's in there. I was
Whatever you
looking.
named your printer.
Yeah, no, it's not under that. It's under settings. Scroll down, and
Yeah,
it says
device and serial
printer.
number.
Yep, and the device serial number in that
Yeah.
little spot right there. It tells you how
Yeah.
many hours are on there.
Not 9,472 on my
Yeah,
X1C.
yeah, yeah. It's a ton.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah,
rookie numbers, Gabe. You need to stack those babies up.
Oh, I don't have a business.
I haven't had any further problem with my H2D since I had that issue in the original one they replaced. Since then, no further issue
I
at
have
all.
like 4,000 hours on the X1C, almost 2,000 hours on the H2D, and like 600 and something hours already on the H2C. That
Yeah,
thing
the
has not.
H2C, I
That
have
thing has
seven.
not stopped printing since I
Yeah,
bought it.
I have 774 on the H2C.
Yeah, and you had it a week longer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That thing
Yeah, but I was
stays
away. I was
printing.
away for a whole week. That I wasn't home. So
No, it's had a little bit of a break, but not for like a full
Mhm.
day. Like I, because it's so handy to print things on there. It's pretty cool. All right, let's
it is,
jump.
but mine had a few breaks in between. I don't print every day.
Yeah, they haven't been many. If you've been looking for filament, PLA Basic seems to be in stock right now. Last
Wow.
weekend, I was trying to get this Cocoa Brown. It's in stock again if you want to get it. This one's always out of stock. Remember on stream, I was like, oh, I'm going to get this right
Mhm.
after stream. I put 2 rolls in there, and before I could even check out, it went out of stock. And then it came
Well, go
back
ahead and
in
go.
stock on Wednesday or whatever, and I ordered some more.
Oh,
But
you
yeah,
did.
right while I was trying to order it last Saturday, it went out of stock while it was in my cart. It was so funny. But yeah, if you've been looking for it, there's a good amount in there. The
Mm-hmm.
PETG, I think there's 3 or 4 colors, 4 colors, 3 colors. Oh, I was looking earlier and this orange was in stock and it's already out of stock now. But the yellow and green is in stock on the PETG. The matte still pretty much out of stock, except that dark brown or this matte dark chocolate. This one's always out of stock. It's been in stock for a few days if you've been looking for that. And that's close to that cocoa brown.
You know what I would
Really
do in
close
that
to this
case, Len?
color.
What I would do
Okay.
in that case is I would check that Mars Works that I had uh, recommended to you guys a while back, because they seem to be. I was looking today for some stuff, and they seem to have everything in stock. And it's
Oh, I mean, you can find other stuff, but I'm talking about the RFID, fun, easy, don't have to mess with this stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's
My workaround on that is I just take the RFID off of the
sure,
empty
sure.
spool and tape it
Yeah,
to the new one.
sure.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
when you can get it and you can get it in bulk for $13 to have all of that
yep,
is pretty nice. Like, I understand if you need the color, you can go down to Micro Center and get some random spool or whatever, like, or
sure.
you can just get some same day Amazon or whatever. But for the bamboo stuff, when you can get it at 13, it's where I think it's worth getting for all of the RFID
Sure,
stuff. But it
sure.
seems like the past like month the basic has looked like this matte with all these lines in there. But it seems to some stuff coming back in stock. I was looking earlier, even like the PLA Tough, there's some of that in stock right now too. And that was out of stock forever. But
I
Yeah,
have
I
some of
think it's
that,
just
but
because they closed down for Chinese New Year or whatever, because they ran out of stock of everything. I mean, even my Micro Center, like I went down to Micro Center 2 weeks ago and they said we are completely out of stock of almost every color
mhm.
out of our filament.
yeah, and even like the silk and stuff. So it looks like some of it's coming back in stock, so that's good.
Mhm.
And even the PETG, that was out for a while. And orange went out right away. I mean, if y'all need the PETG, I would jump in there right now before it comes out of stock while you have it in your cart, and it will do that. Like, I went to check out my cart and they were removed and it wouldn't let me add them back to the cart. It was crazy.
That PTG high flow is significantly better than the original PTG.
I
Uh,
don't know about significant, but it's better, I guess. It
uh,
prints
to
better.
me, yeah, but to me, it prints better. It's 10 times better.
If they could keep it in stock, it would be even better.
Yeah, yeah.
If Sunloop could hook them up with whatever they're doing or whatever it is, that would be awesome. Yeah, I thought that was cool. And then tonight on the H2C, I'm printing this Red Dead Redemption Hue Forge that I thought looked pretty cool.
Mm, cool.
All right,
I'll
so
be,
Yeah,
How
seeing
big is
more
it?
prints come out that is specifically made for the H2C. I mean, you can do it on other printers, but it literally says in the profile it's made for the H2C.
Yeah,
yeah,
and it takes forever when it has 7 colors, and this, maybe something like this won't take as much because it's not
I didn't
each forge is
even
not.
I didn't even look. This one, so the normal profile says 8.4 hours and it's 5 colors. Let's see what it looks like on. It says 9 hours and 40 minutes on this one. but it did it at 0.08. Why did it do it at 0.08? Is it supposed to? Oh, yeah, I guess it's supposed to be at 0.08. That's a pretty big difference on there.
Yeah.
And I have no print tower or anything like that.
But HugeForge doesn't. It's not significantly more or less. I would assume on the H2D as the X1C, because you're not printing a figure that is 5 inches tall. This is very thin.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't, there isn't significant difference in HugeForge. I would think. You compare that in the X1C.
Just in the changing of the colors between, like, it's not changing colors every layer.
Exactly. I mean,
but it does.
You're gonna have.
It does have to change layers. You save 1 gram of filament and 4 changes compared to a nozzle.
Exactly. So it's not significant.
It's not significant.
But it's
exactly.
It's the time that's significant, because you don't have the retract and the grab.
But there's only 4 changes. There's only 4 changes. I mean, if you had, it's not like a figure that is 5 inches tall or 8 inches tall that has to change 600 times or 1,000 times.
Yeah, so you may add a few minutes only.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you may add on 4 changes, you added a minute or 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. It's not significant, I don't think. HugeForge is not a big difference, and you have multi-colors between the X1C and any of the multi-head printers, I would say. It's when the figures have had to retract.
Yeah, it's when it's multicolor in the layer, not so multicolor in the print. But I wasn't really giving a crap about the multi-layer.
Yeah.
I just thought this looked cool, so I wanted to print it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed, let Len enjoy his HugeForge. Come on, man.
Yeah, I didn't buy the H2C for the HugeForge, Ed. Leave me alone. Stop picking on me. Just kidding.
No, I'm not picking on you. I was just trying to make a distinction.
Gosh, Ed.
Sorry.
No, I just thought it was a cool picture. Red Dead Redemption's a cool game. What was that, Mark?
So did I just hear that bubble burst?
Ed's just trying to justify not having an H2C. That's all it is.
No, I mean,
just kidding.
I really want it, but I tell you what, I went ahead and
as soon as you buy it, they'll have a dual vortex system out.
Exactly. That's why I'm waiting for the next one. Because
you're waiting, it'll be 18 months before we get that thing. That's just how it goes.
Well, the only difference is, I mean, I can do almost anything I can do anything you can do with the H2C. The only thing it may take a hell lot longer, and I have a lot of waste. But I'm retired. It's not a business for me, so whatever. I'm waiting for the next one.
Yeah, you have enough of their flagships. You don't need every single one of them. That's so funny.
Exactly. This is a cool little print that I saw, and it printed great. I tell you, the instructions were great to put it together.
Yeah, that's a kit kiln.
Yeah, great. I mean, it came out great. My grandson hasn't seen it yet. Unfortunately, this week my wife had some surgery, and she's been in and out of the hospital. So my grandkids haven't been by this week, so he hasn't seen this yet. But in any event, it came out like a great little print. I mean, that's just part of his Star Wars kick that he's into, so I can't wait for him to see it.
Yeah, he has a whole lot of these. The story behind that is he was originally just on Things. He wasn't on Maker World.
Mm-hmm.
And he was doing the big block Lego style things.
Uh-huh.
And Lego found out and slapped his hand. And so basically he gave him the finger and said, okay, well, I'm going to do my own Lego style stuff that you can't claim, is violating Lego. And so he came up with what's called chunkables. So obviously he's still using IP from other places, but yeah, he doesn't have the fight with Lego anymore.
Yeah, he might end up having one with Disney, which is worse.
At least it's
Exactly.
not Nintendo.
Maybe.
We'll have to
Nintendo,
see
he'd
how
be
that
in jail.
lawsuit works out.
Yeah, his models are excellent, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
that's really good. Do you
surprised.
have the link to that one?
Sure. I was surprised how well it all fit. I mean, and the instructions were very good, putting them together. It came out great. Let me see if I
Yeah,
can find
all
it here.
his stuff is snapped together. None of it's very rare
Exactly,
to use any glue with his models. It's all snap.
exactly. Let me see if I find it. Hold on.
I'm sure once that Labubu thing works its way through, we'll figure out whether or not we can print these things anymore.
I haven't printed a Labubu in forever.
Yeah, those things fell off the map.
Well, you heard they're suing Bamboo, right?
But in China, of all places.
That's their last effort to get some cash because ain't nobody buying their stuff anymore. They fell off the map. They went out faster than the Beanie Babies.
Yeah, that's just a cash grab is all that is.
Oh, yeah. That's all that Pop Mart does. They just try to have viral little figures like that. And what are the other ones, those other big-headed ones they got before the Labubu? Those are still pretty popular as well.
Hey, Gabe, I went ahead and I posted it. I don't know if you saw it there.
No, let me check.
But
Thank you.
one thing I forgot to take a picture. You take the helmet off and it has a head, and I don't think I took the picture of the head.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I apologize for that.
That's funny.
So yeah, so you can take the helmet off and it has a head, and it looks like a Lego head actually. He's kind of mad, so I apologize for that. But
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it on.
I don't think he's posted it on Maker World, but I know on Things on his commercial account that I'm a member of, he has a helmet stand. So any of the helmets for his figures will fit on that helmet stand. So you can just print the helmet and the stand and just have a row of helmets if you wanted.
Mm-hmm. So this gives you a comparison of the size. The Darth Vader is about 13 inches tall, 14 inches tall. So it's, I don't know, it's about maybe 6-7 inches tall.
Yeah, I think they're about 6.
Yeah, okay. But it's great. It just printed great. I mean, I was surprised how well everything just fit. And the instructions were very, very good. Excellent. I printed these, last week I had, show you all, I had downside the rabbit with the carrot that Gabe posted. And I printed those for my grandkids' class. I printed 20 and 20 and 40, so I printed 40 of these to also give them these. These are very, very quick print. Much quicker. There's only 3 colors.
How long did it take to print 40 of them?
I think these are 27. I think
27.
Yeah, there's 27 here, but I printed two batches of 27, and I don't remember how long it took. I can look it up. Hold on, let me see if I find it. Let me see if I find it here somewhere. It didn't take that long. Let me see. Okay, let's see here. Well, 27 took 11 hours.
That's
I
nothing.
was going to say there isn't any color changes till you get to the ears.
Well, the nose has a little bit, and then the eyes. But I printed in the H2D, so it has two colors. So it's white, and the other one's white was one side, and the other two colors are in the other one. So it printed. It took 11 hours. I don't know how much it would have been in the X1C.
Those
But
turned
anyway,
out good. And it
yeah,
printed
yeah,
all
yeah,
27, all nice. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, 27 straight through, and I did two of them, and so 40 for the class, for the 20 and 20 for the two classes, and then there's another batch of for my grandkids, and there you have them all. I love those little bunnies with the carrot.
Yeah, those turned out awesome.
Oh yeah, they came out great.
Don't show my
Yeah, they
wife
really
that,
did.
please.
Yeah, can we get her email so we don't show them to her?
What's her name again? Everybody starts screaming.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, please ask Mark to print at least 15 of these for Easter.
I don't have the link.
The which one?
For the ones that are showing now, the ones with the carrots.
Oh, we can fix that.
Yeah, I can fix it right now. Hold on.
We know you have a roll of hot pink that you just been dying to print with.
Yeah, make sure you select the one that Gabe uploaded, because it has the difference is astonishingly different. I mean, the original one is nowhere near the quality of the way he painted it.
Yeah, I just posted the link on the chat. Yeah, so the profile that says 7 colors, that's the one that you see on screen.
Exactly. Great, it's great. This, I just printed this. This is the original version. This is the AMS HT, and the storage for the desiccant is what you see there, and that's the original version. And I just saw that they came out with version 2. I don't know how long it's been out there, and I went and I printed it, and you'll see in a minute the difference in the amount of desiccant. This is a new one. This is a new one, and it holds probably, I would say, at least twice or 3 times the amount of desiccant that you hold in the first one. So I'm printing them again.
Yeah, look how tiny that looks.
This is a new one. Now compare the original one, and if you pass on, there's one that compares them one next to the other. If you pass the next picture, Len, you'll see in a minute the difference in size. There you go. Look at the difference.
Yeah, it's like 3 times bigger.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the amount of desiccant. I don't know if those of you that have the HT, the AMS HT, I had a hard time maintaining the humidity down, but I think it's going to make a big difference. You know, the storage in the bottom, you see there's some desiccant in the bottom.
Yeah,
the 4 corners. Yeah, in the 4 corners, that's not much, but the top part, the difference, it's amazing.
Yeah.
The amount of desiccant.
The other
Yeah, it's a huge difference.
the other option that you have in Florida, as Gabe mentioned last week, is you can just put it in your swimming pool and it'll probably be drier.
Yeah, it would be definitely drier inside the swimming pool than outside. There's humidity inside the pool.
So anyway, if anybody has the
Yeah,
AMSHC,
yeah, that's a must-have on that one. That's a big difference and a big improvement, and I'm sure that'll make a huge difference in your HT.
yeah. So I'm in the process. I printed one. I'm printing the other one right now. And let's see if I can find it, and I'll copy the link here, and I'll put it on if anyone wants it.
And it just slides in there. You don't have to mess with it or anything. It just slides
It
in
just fits right on top. It just fits right into it, right in place. You don't have to do anything to it other than place it in the slot.
there. Nice.
And there's also a version 2. In the back of the AMSHT, there's a little slot that you can put the little desiccant bags that come with it. They have a version of that you can actually put your own desiccant that you can put in the microwave or whatever and take the humidity out, change the color back to orange. So they came out with a new version 2, which I just printed, and I'll show it to you in a minute. I think it'll appear. Anyway, I just posted the link to the. This is the one that goes in the back, the AMSHT, and it replaces the little bags. If you want to use the desiccant, that you can read.
Ed, what material are you using to print those?
ABS.
ABS.
Yeah, ABS. And that's a cone on the left. That's a cone that is used to fill the desiccant and the not for this one. The cone on the right, which is white, is what you use for the holder that goes in the back. But the one the cone that is in black was printed with the original larger version of the AMSHC desiccant holder, the one that had the comparison. I took the picture. I forgot to put in the other one. So anyway, there's a version that has it with the cone and without the cone. It doesn't hold. Even the new one doesn't hold a lot of desiccant. It's not like the AMS and the AMS 2 Pro that you can add those big blocks in the front, significant. But it makes a difference. If anybody has CHT and they're having a problem with humidity, I would suggest you consider printing it. I think it takes about 9 hours to print them.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Not for how big that thing is.
And it snaps together. But I printed with the ABS. I just printed this horse, 2-color horse in Maker World. I had a significant hard time with it at the beginning. For some reason, the profile would not put a brim on one of the legs. I don't know why. And I brought it into Bamboo Studios, and I tried to slice it in myself again, and it wouldn't do it on the default setting for the brim. It would just not add on one leg. I don't know why. So I had to increase the size of the brim. I think it was set at 5, and I had to bring it up to like 25 for it to bring it big enough to cover one leg. I don't know why it wasn't. I could have tried to paint it individually, but anyway, eventually I was able to get it done. But I had to start it like 3 times because it would never print the brim on one of the legs. But after that, it printed great, okay. the material here is the gold is the basic gold, and I had some issue with that because this is an old basic gold that I had, envelope basic gold that I had, and for some reason it was brittle, even though it wasn't wet, and I dried it and it was still brittle, so it's kind of old. So, but it eventually printed. But the problem was that I was having problems a couple of times when it had to retract or anything. But since there's only two colors and I printed in the H2D, it wasn't as bad. I think I would have had more problems with the X1C if it had to retract both colors all the time. But I printed them in a combination of gold and silver and gold on if you, there's one that compares them both. There you go.
Yeah, those are awesome. And do the little gears work and everything and move whenever you move it? No, or no?
No,
That'd
it
be
doesn't
even
move.
cooler if the
Yeah,
gears
yeah,
move.
No,
Yeah, but
it
they
doesn't
still
move.
look really good.
Yeah, it still
Yeah,
looks super cool.
Yeah. If anybody interested, I can post it also. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, post it.
And
Yeah, I got to
one
thank
second.
Gabe from last week for that Art Flex horse that he posted, because then I had to go subscribe to Art Flex so I could.
Artflex? Flexi Factory is the one that.
Flexi Factory, sorry.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Yeah.
so I had to go subscribe so I could download it and print it.
Sorry.
No, it's fine because I already sold 2 of them in my shop.
Well,
So
see,
There you go.
yeah, I should get a commission. Can you just send me a beer?
You did get, see, you did get a little bit towards your H2C fund from Gabe last week.
yeah, but I had to spend most of that on the subscription for the commercial.
So, you don't
Small
mind me asking, how
technicalities.
much did you sell them for?
I sold them for 25 a piece.
Okay, so you made probably like 20 in profit, and maybe a bit less, but it's actually
Yeah.
really good.
They have a lot of
Yeah.
models on there that I'm sure that you can not have that hard a time getting rid of.
Oh yeah. There's another person actually in the maker space that I'm at that prints a lot of Flexi Factory stuff and sells it. But I had so many Patreons at the time, I just canceled 2 Patreons, so then I subscribed to that one, and immediately sold both horses. So I got to print more.
Well, that's good.
Here you see the AMS HT with the new desiccant holder, and you see you just pop it in, it just fits right on top. You're not doing anything to hold it in place, it just fits.
Yeah, that's nice that it fits right in on that little ledge.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
doesn't interfere
Yeah,
with anything.
At all. Yep.
And
Yeah,
the
what
roll
is-
fits inside without issues?
Yeah. Right now I finished one, so I have it and I'm printing another one right now. And the one I'm printing from, it has the ABS in black, and it's printing right now.
What's your reasoning for printing it in ABS? Just because you use the heater, or?
Yeah, well, because it is, it is a heater and it goes up to 85. So you want to be able to hold the heat, so you can actually bring it up to 85 without having any issues on it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't even use the heater in mine. I just use it as a mechanical spool. So
Well, the advantage is you can bring it higher than 65, which is the standard you can have on the other AMS. The AMS2 Pro is only 65. This goes to 85. So if you need to heat something higher than 65, you're better off with the HT.
gotcha.
So it depends on what material. I mean, most of what I dry is PETG, and also some PLA, depending if it's been sitting out for a long time, whatever. But if you want to heat something up higher than 65, you're better off with using the HT. And now, Gabe, but were you able to find that you can now heat and have the heater on and same time you're printing with the new version of the firmware?
I didn't look for it until you started talking about your heater, which reminded me, and I haven't looked.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
is that on the Bamboo Handy or the actual printer or?
If the
I haven't
firmware,
tried
I
that
believe-
either. I should be
Yeah,
able
I
to
don't think-
go and do this one, right? The HT.
And actually, right now, even the Bamboo Handy app, now you can actually turn on the heater directly from the app. If you go to the Bamboo Handy, you can actually turn on the heater. Do you have the recent version of? Did you update your?
Yep.
Yeah, you can actually turn it on and turn it off, and not only monitor it, but actually turn it on and off. On the recent version of the firmware.
Yeah, I'll play with it later.
Now, I'm not sure exactly what it says is that it you can't use the normal heating. You can't bring it up as high as you normally would dry it, but it brings it down. I don't know how much it brings the temperature down while you're printing. I think it does
See,
it
I'm not
automatically.
getting the option neither on the Handy or on here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting the
Well,
option to do it, and I'm updated on everything.
Have you checked on
Maybe let me check my
H2D? Check your H2D. I don't know if the C has it yet, but
maybe it's
D-
just the H2D. I'm not printing
Yeah,
anything
I don't
on
know.
there right now, so I should just be able to turn it on from here, though, right?
Yeah. If you open the Handy, open it up in the H2D and see if you can do it.
Nope. Not on there. Let me
look-
check on the Handy.
Yeah, look on the Handy. Mine does it. I mean, I can.
Updating the firmware might help that, don't you think?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. If you haven't updated to the firmware that came out,
no, I just
this
looked on
Friday.
there. There's a firmware update, so I'm updating
I
it.
see.
Yeah, so
I
that's
see.
the issue. So
That-
we'll let it
yeah,
update
yeah,
and then
yeah.
we'll check again. So we'll go through Justin's prints. Thanks for
Okay.
sending in all those pictures, Ed. If you liked any of Ed's
Sure.
photos, smash that like button. And now we'll jump into Justin's photos, and right away we got some duck hunt. So that's awesome.
Yep, I used the cute flexi maker that I crowdfunded, and they had come out with some duck parts, and immediately my mind went to duck hunt. So I created one where he's not dead and one where he's dead.
Now you
He's
just
not
need the
dead,
dog.
He's sleeping.
Yeah, he's unalived or sleeping.
Or
Yeah, he's
drunk.
sleeping.
Or
yeah.
drunk. Or
Yep,
drunk.
that too. But I
Yeah, the
put,
Coca-Cola did them in.
yeah, I printed what was it, 30 of each, I think, and they all turned out great. So
Mhm.
these are little police guys that I printed just to give to the local police department. So I went and gave them a bag of each so they could hand out to their officers.
That's cool.
Mhm.
You shouldn't have printed so many donuts or something.
The thought
Those are
crossed my
choking
mind.
hazards.
Many donuts, they can put them right in their hands. You can see their
Yep.
hands specifically designed to hold donuts.
That's funny.
Yep.
You only give those to the ranking officers. They got gold badges.
Yeah. But no, I think those were on Maker World, I believe. And then I printed these. These were from one of my Patreons, and I had an ET before, but he was kind of thin and skinny, and so one of my Patreons released this one. So I decided to print it, and it turned out a lot better.
Nice.
All you need is a phone in his hand so he can phone home.
Yeah, exactly. These were from another Patreon that I have, and so since I did the little R2 flexi, I had to do the R5D4 flexi, and then I found the Mando and the Crimson Guard, and since the Mando movie is coming up here in May, I figured those would probably be a good thing to throw into the bin.
Mm-hmm.
And then this little turtle's from one of my Patreons as well.
That's a cute one. That looks from like the movie, the Finding Nemo.
Yeah, it looks very similar. That's just the regular bamboo brown and the bright green.
Very cute.
And there's the little gremlin one.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these call for printing at 0.12 or 0.16, but I usually print them at 0.2 just to save some time.
His fingers even orange too. That's funny.
Yeah, I was trying to decide whether to do his finger red or orange, and I decided to do it orange because I think that emulated the movie a little bit better. Red just looked like he cut his finger or something. So,
what year was that movie? I mean, it was
the 80s, like early
Yeah,
80s.
yeah.
Has
Yeah,
to be
80,
early 80s.
1980 or 82 maybe.
Yeah, I was a young kid when that came out.
Yeah. Exactly. That was 40 years ago.
But no, I was very happy with the way they came out. So,
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, cute. Very cute.
This little Mandalorian turned out cool too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really cute. So the helmet.
yeah, there was
Can you
surprisingly a lot of color changes in that one, but it actually handled it pretty well. That's matte, dark brown, regular brown, and instead of silver, I used just regular gray.
Can you take the helmet off, or the helmet is the head?
The helmet is the head. It's a flexi, so it's flat on the back. This one had a little bit of color bleed there at the top. I'm not sure why. I think it was mainly just the wall thickness, just because it was a little thin, but it still turned out good enough. But the little police guys turned out really well.
Yeah, they look cool.
Their donut
They're
hands.
yeah, they're only missing the
awesome.
donut and the coffee on the other side. And
Yeah,
Stop picking on me.
I'm hoping he does firefighters too, because I'd like to take that to the fire stations too.
Do they eat donuts as well? Just kidding.
No, them it's pizza.
it's okay. Yeah, but you missed the opportunity of putting some donuts there.
And I hate to say it, but not every law enforcement officer enjoys coffee.
Oh, I don't blame them. I'm not a big coffee drinker myself either.
Oh, I am.
Same. Love
First
coffee.
thing I do.
It's the first thing I
Oh,
have
yeah.
to do in the morning is drink a cup of coffee.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
the
yeah.
first thing I have to do in the morning is make a cup of coffee for my wife if I want to be able to live the whole rest of the day.
I probably have about at least 2 or 3 espressos during the day, and at least 1 or 2 cafe latte.
Yeah,
At least.
Well, I always tease mine about when I met her, I should have bought stock in Starbucks because she goes to Starbucks every single morning.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's pretty much the only coffee that I can drink because I get a frappuccino, which doesn't taste like coffee at all. That's the only way I can actually drink it. And I like the taste of coffee, but I'm from Puerto Rico, so the coffee, it's strong and it gives me the jitters as soon as I drink one.
This is a little Tuscan Raider from one of my Patreons, and I went in and I repainted him because I didn't like the way that they had him painted. It didn't look like it to me. It didn't look like the movie style Tuscan Raider. So I went in and repainted some areas and gave it some more details and stuff, and it turned out really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Which movie is that again?
Star Wars,
Yeah, but which one was it?
the first one.
The first one? I haven't seen them in ages.
And the sand people that stole the C-3PO.
Ah, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, that first movie came out before I was born.
Yeah, see, I'm the same age as Star Wars, so I'll be 50 next year. And
No, I'm 48. I'm just saying, I'm not far behind.
yeah,
But
I just turned 49 today, so
oh, happy birthday!
thank you.
Yeah,
These
I
were,
turned 48 2 weeks ago.
yeah. Well, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
You guys are still wet behind the ears.
Yep.
Mark's the old guy here.
I'm 72.
What's that?
I'm 72. I turned 72 in December of last year.
You got me beat.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 66.
Oh, there you go.
Guys,
So I'm the old
I
fart in the
might be
group.
48, but I feel like 80.
So I'm the old fart in the group here. I shouldn't have said that word here. We're online.
Well, that's okay. We allow it because of how old you are. We'll
There you
allow
You're
go.
the patriarch.
There you go.
These are badges. Chad Love Services is the HVAC company that I use here locally. And I've done some stuff for them in the past. And the marketing guy contacted me and says, "Hey, can you make badges for our service reps for our technicians and for our field supervisors. And I'm like, well, do you want them in color? He goes, I would prefer it. And I said, well, I don't have my UV printer yet. It's still somewhere between here and China. So I said, I think I could probably 3D print something and put a magnet on the back, and that way it attaches to your worker shirts. So these are the designs that I came up with, and these are the prototype prints. And he actually approved the one in the top right and then the bottom one. And so I'm printing up 30 of those for his company, for
Nice.
his technicians.
That's cool.
Cool.
But they'll have a magnet that goes across the back, and it has 3M adhesive on it, and it'll just stick to the print. And then they'll put the other magnet that attaches to the shirt, and that way I can just wear them and take them off. This is a little Velociraptor. I forget where I found this one. I just printed it because I thought it looked cool. I think it was on Maker World, maybe. But the head
It is
print,
on Maker's World. I saw it this same week.
yeah,
And I
the
almost
head
printed
print's in 2 pieces, and then the body prints in 1. And it's really cool the way that he designed it, because the head just kind of snaps onto a little round ball. And this is another one that he did. And I was really surprised at the way that it was able to stand up on its own, because the way the head's positioned, you would think that it would be kind of front heavy, but it's really not. And the
It
little
is
mouth
surprising.
opens and everything. So it was an impressive print. I just printed it
Now,
just for the heck of it because I thought it was cool.
now the neck is firm. It doesn't move, right?
Correct. Yeah, the
Yeah,
neck is
okay.
the neck is firm. The head rotates, and the feet and the arms
Yeah.
are flexi style, and the tail's flexi style. But
Probably it stands up because of the tail gives it balance in the back and
Mhm.
holds it in place.
yeah,
So
And
you
the-
know, I didn't print that because the Raptor, because last week I had printed some Raptors for my nephew, which I sent the pictures in.
Yeah. I remember. Big one. You had a big one, a middle
Yep.
size, and a really small one.
Which
Yeah.
made it all the way to Puerto Rico in 1 piece.
Oh yeah.
For
How much did it
I was
cost you to send the
30
big one?
something, 30 something. It was
Okay.
18 by 18 by 12 bucks.
Okay,
But I had to remove the head to fit in the box.
I see.
Anyway,
and this is from the same guy that did the Raptor. I think he has a couple others on Micro World too, but I thought this one was cool. So
I like that one.
Mhm.
No idea what the name for this dinosaur is, but I like how it looks.
yeah, I don't remember what the name of it is, but it looked cool. So
You know, this reminds me, in Egypt, in the middle of the desert, there's an area that there's also skeletons of that are like maybe 30 feet long. Used to live. It used to be part of an ocean there. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. They look like giant dinosaurs, snakes with. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. I was surprised when I didn't even know it existed. And since then, I've seen some stuff in YouTube. But it just reminds me a little bit of course, it's much longer. It's the weirdest thing in the middle of the desert. It used to be part of the ocean. Wow. And it looks like a little bit like this.
yeah, this kind of reminded me of a crocodile versus like a seal almost because of
Yeah.
the legs.
Flippers.
Yeah. And then there's some more flexies that I printed. The 2 lizards are from one of my Patreons. The little red one is from another Patreon, and then the shark, I believe, is from Maker World. It's kind of like a robotic shark. Well, there's better pictures of it later on, but
These little lizards look cool, or geckos, or whatever
Yeah.
they are.
yeah,
they
they
look,
they printed at, I think, 0.12. I think I bumped it up to 0.16 because the test one I did at 0.20 just didn't have the quality. So I dropped it back down to 0.16 and did 2 different colors. So I was running both H2Ds at the same time with different prints of them.
those look really cool. Came out great.
Yeah, those things are super smooth at 0.16. It just 0.16 just takes forever to print. So there's the little robot shark. And for whatever reason, the guy didn't color the teeth. He had the teeth the same color as the body, and I was like, well, that's kind of stupid. So I went in with my screen tablet and colored in the teeth. But that thing's so tessellated, I literally had to go in and zoom in and get real detailed with it because just trying to fill it with a paint bucket or something like that just wasn't working. So. And then I also added blue to the back of the tail, which he didn't have. So just modified it slightly.
What color did you use on the Velociraptor?
That is light gray, I believe, from Bamboo. Yeah, I think that's light gray.
I just ordered, I haven't opened it yet, a Bamboo Lab Bone White matte. Have you ever tried it? I haven't used it.
I have a roll of it. I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, I haven't used it either.
I don't think I've
And I also
got
have
any
a
of that
bone
yet.
white. I have a bone white from Micro Center, but I haven't used it either. But it's a little bit tanner than the bone white from Bamboo. So those are just other pictures, just showing some larger details.
It reminds me so much of that those desert skeletons.
But I have to use, I don't put brims as much on these just because it's a pain to clean off. But on these ones, I did use the cold plate and the purple Elmer's glue, the glue stick. I just cover the plate with it and then print it on there, and it comes off easy. And I can usually get about, I would say, 3 or 4 plates of Flexies or other prints before I have to wash the plate and reapply the glue. So I buy stock in Kids Elmer's glue. The purple kind, not the white kind.
Why does it have to be purple? Just kidding.
I just find it works better than the white stuff. I don't know why, but
yeah. I used to use that, but
I also use the purple one. I usually just steal it from my son.
I'm not using. I mean, I still have some, but I'm not using the stick glue any longer. I prefer the liquid glue.
The liquid, yeah.
Bamboo Lab liquid glue.
This is a little Transformer Flexi from another one of my Patreons. Same guy that did the Megatron and the other Transformers that I did a few weeks ago. This is one he just released. I think he's called Grimlock. Um, he called for more of an olive drab green, but I wanted him more cartoonish style, so I just made him regular bamboo green.
Mhm. How many do you have collections of these do you have? I assume you keep at least one of each one that you make for yourself to store it, to
Yeah.
keep it, yeah. How many have you made?
Oh gosh. I probably have close to 250 different flexies.
I was gonna say that, yeah. I mean,
Um,
I haven't seen that many, but I've seen at least 30, 20 or
yeah.
30 that you've posted.
I mean, just for instance, like yesterday alone, I sold 60 flexies
Oh, God,
in my shop. So
wow.
I have to keep printing them, you know.
Hmm.
But I usually don't print the same ones over and over. I usually try to mix it up. So like this month is mostly the Transformer guys and some of the Star Wars things and the flexies that I make, that I design and make. And then the next month I'll, you know, put more farm animals and that type of stuff from one of my Patreons in there. Then the next month I'll switch it up and do something different. That way there's always something a little different in there.
But do you keep on adding them in the, so that people can order?
What I do is I bought a metal shelf that sits right in front of the counter at the
Okay,
marketplace,
I see.
and I 3D printed some bins that are about 8 inches long and about 7 inches deep,
Hmm.
and I dump these flexies in those bins. I think I have 6 bins, and then once a week I go in there and I add more. So, but they sell like crazy though. But they do take a while to print. Like this Grimlock to print, I printed 12 of them. It was 19 hours because there's just a lot of color changes. But
Hmm.
It's still not
uh,
horrible for 12 of them, a little over an hour each. It's not horrible.
yeah, no, it's not horrible. I try to keep most of them around the 50 to 70 cent a piece range as far as the print cost.
Hmm.
Um, but even that's a little inflated because I still have my filament price set at 24.99, which obviously, we get it for 12.99. So I have some markup built into the filament price. So
Hmm.
this is another Patreon flexi. It's the Carolina Tar Heel mascot for the college basketball. And even though they lost the Duke, I thought, well, this would be a good one to throw in there for all the Tar Heel fans, so they at least have something for losing. Plus, since I live in Carolina, it's always good to kind of throw that type of stuff in there. Somebody will buy it.
Yeah, definitely.
But he actually turned out pretty good. I think he was printed at .12, um, and that was mainly just to try to keep him somewhat smooth. And as far as the colors, that's bamboo yellow, white, and I believe that's called sky blue.
Hmm. It's a matte sky blue.
Yeah, it's a matte sky blue. It was the closest I could find to Carolina blue. So
Hmm. Talking about the cost of filament, bamboo, uh, when they started out, they used to sell it like for 20 some, like $20, $22 a spool.
yeah,
And now, like you say, you can get it for like $13, 12.95, whatever.
yeah.
But those are
I mainly buy
resale.
refills unless
Yeah,
it's out of stock of refills, and the only thing that's
yeah.
left is the spool ones. But
Same here.
if
I
I
mean,
need color,
I have
so
like 20 spools, empty spools sitting in a corner, waiting. I just buy them with refill, unless I can't get them.
Yeah.
Every time I get a new printer, I'm out of spools. Like, not right away, but like a little bit after, and then I have to go dig out some colors with some spools and run through a black or something or a white with a
Yep.
spool so I can have some extra spools again, and then
Mhm.
I'm good on just refills from there on out. But yeah, every time I get a new printer, the spool game gets messed up a little bit.
Yeah, and it really sucks because even if you get the combo, or if you buy an extra AMS, they don't come with spools anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you used to buy an AMS, even if you bought it separately, it would come with 4 spools, and now it doesn't.
With the sample, right? And you'd get the little
Yeah.
sample of whatever the I think one of
True.
them was a support.
Yep.
And then I think I got a TPU and something else on the very first one. But yeah, I got like 4 different filaments in there with 4 spools, which was extra nice.
Mhm.
All right, thanks for
Yeah.
sending those in, Justin. Smash the like button
Cool.
if you liked any of those. And next we'll see what Gabe printed this week.
St. Patrick's.
Oh, there we go. So yeah, so this is a little lizard for yeah, what is the name of the holiday next week?
St. Patrick's.
St.
No?
St. Patrick's. Thank you. I was gonna say Leprechaun Day, but that's actually a different day. So St. Patrick's it's on Maker's World. You guys want the link? I'll be happy to share it.
Sure, post it.
The dark green is the Galaxy Green from Bamboo.
Mhm. Mhm.
Then the
That's the
other
one that you
green.
had the. That's the one you had the duck, right? You did the duck.
Correct. Yeah, that's the one
Yeah.
that I use in Dock. Then the other green is also from Bamboo. You move to the next picture, Len. So it's the glow in the dark green.
Oh wow, that's really cool. I like that.
Oh
Yeah, it
oh,
looks
yeah.
cool.
Does
Yeah,
that glow in the dark chew the hell out of your AMS or no?
It does.
Uh,
It does.
yes.
Yes.
It does.
So short answer is yes. Because I was printing this on the H2C. I put the green, the glow in the dark green on the left nozzle, so it wouldn't be changing back and forth. And the other 2 colors or 3 colors, whatever it was, were on the right side, and it didn't really matter. They were changing.
So if you're going to use glow in the dark filament, you really probably want to throw it on the external spool instead of like the
Yes.
AMS.
So in the AMS, in the original AMS, it would damage the first stage feeder. It would create a groove on it. If you install one of those AMS savers that has a cap and a PTFE tube coming out of it, it would stop doing that. But
Okay.
it eats PTFE tubes a lot faster.
Right.
Yeah.
It's abrasive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is it worth it? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, this is cool.
Okay, so let me put so I put the link on the chat. So this one is an old one from Flexi Factory. That is Hippo. And this is just regular PLA gray. Regular blue, black and white.
Those eyes look so crazy.
They do look crazy. But then the mouth opens, you can't really see it on this picture. You just go to the next one. So the mouth opens.
Cool.
Oh wow, that's cool.
It's a cool print.
Yeah, it is a fun print.
Is that from his vault, or is that just an old one he hasn't re-released yet?
I'm not sure. It might be on the vault. I'm not sure. I have it. I can tell you right now from where. I think it might be from 2024, but I'll tell you right now.
Again, for the 2024, if you sign up now, you can't get the 2024.
In some stuff you can because he might re-release it.
Let's see.
Yeah, so it is an exclusive from 2024. So that one you
Okay.
wouldn't be able to get.
I see.
Yeah, I tried getting an Orca that he had released, I think what, like 2023, I believe, and I couldn't get it because it was an exclusive for that specific month.
I remember you. I think you mentioned that before. And you tell him you'll buy it, and he said nope, can't.
Yep. Which I'm glad he did because it would be sad someone just signing up today and getting everything.
Sure.
Kind
Yeah.
of sucked, but
No, I understand why they do it. It just when you see this, you're like, man, I want to print that now, and then you can't, or you have to go buy it. Which again, his models are pretty good as far as price, even if you do have to buy it. So
yeah, so for members, they give you, I think it's like a $2.99 price for the models if you want to buy something that was pre-released from the moment
I
you sign
see.
up.
Oh, so you sign up, and you want to buy something from 2 years ago, you can get it for a very discounted price.
Correct.
I see. Well, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense then.
Now,
That
you
makes
cannot
sense.
get everything because some of them are exclusive. And when he says
see.
exclusive, it means it's exclusive, and you were not a member that month, you cannot get it.
You're screwed. I see.
Yeah.
Like your whale.
Exactly. Which
I see.
technically is a dolphin because orcas are part of the dolphin family.
Oh yeah, of course.
But yes, it's a whale.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was a fun print. Gonna give it away to a kid. So I printed it just to give it away to someone I know.
And it's all print in place?
No, the head prints separately.
Okay.
So you snap the head
I see.
together, the lower jaw and the upper jaw, then just put it on the body.
yeah, most of Flexi Factory's stuff prints headless, and then you got to snap the head on.
Mm-hmm.
But man, this turned out really smooth. What was the layer height of this?
I think it's 0.16, might have been 0.12, but I can open the file if you want, I can tell you.
And that printed great. I don't see any layer lines in that thing.
I know it came out good. Hey, Jack in the shop, welcome back to the stream. You're going to have to show us your Gotcha Pop coin operated egg vending machine when you get it done.
0.16.
Yeah, even
And
if
actually
I zoom it way in on the 4-foot wide monitor, you still can't really see layer lines.
And let me correct what I said. So the body and the lower jaw prints together. The upper jaw and head print separate. So you snap it in.
And what about the tongue? There was the red tongue and
Yeah, they prints with the lower jaw.
The lower jaw, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking through my Patreons just to see what I subscribed to and whatnot, and Patreon has changed the way that they show how many people are signed up, and so now you can see how many paid members some of these guys have, and you do the math. Some of these guys are making like 75 grand a month just off their pay.
Yep. Yeah, I did the math. I think it was last year, the year before. So this one is something that I printed a while back, and I'd never taken a picture of it, so I decided just to take a picture today. So this was printed out of the, what is it, the blue-gray filament.
Mm-hmm. Basic blue
Yeah.
gray.
Yeah,
And,
blue gray.
Which,
and how,
to be honest, I'm not a fan of that color, but I just needed to print this and
I, I,
decided to use that
I,
color because I had it there.
I like the blue gray.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite colors.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
like it.
heard that, and I when I bought it the first time, I bought two rolls at the same time 2 years ago. I still haven't finished the first one.
Hmm.
Really,
Yeah,
I print
and I
that
still
a
have the
lot.
other one is new in the box in my shelf. I haven't finished the first one yet.
Hmm. No, I bought maybe four or five rolls over time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Uh,
finish this one so I can reuse the roll for something else.
yeah.
Hey, Gabe, question. Getting back to Flexi Factory, how many new designs do they post every month?
Like three or four.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this guy makes $70,000 for designing 3 or 4 designs every month. That's not bad.
yep.
Yep.
That's not bad at all.
And his stuff, like I've been a part of some Patreons that you can tell they just kind of throw stuff out there, but Flexi Factory is probably one of the best ones because he really takes his time and really thinks about the
Hmm.
design, how it's printed, and all his stuff prints great.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we've seen it here from what Gabe brings up.
Yeah, and I don't change the settings that he uses when he uploads the profile. Those are the same settings I use to print it. I don't
Mhm.
modify those settings. Everything else that I print, I go over the settings and I use my own settings. But everything that I print from FlexiFactory, I just hit print and that's it. I might change the colors to select colors that I like better because I think some maybe a different tone of whatever or a different color might look better
Mhm.
because of taste. But I don't really change. Now this I did not print this, but this is the proudest print that I've been the proudest of this print. My son printed this.
Mm.
So this piece of my son had a school project, and he needed to do a pizza with fractions and put toppings and all that. So he went into Tinkercad. He designed the pizza, the dough, the sauce, the cheese. He designed the extra cheese on top and the pepperonis and the olives. So he printed all that, then found on Maker's World some pineapples and peppers and printed those and then put everything together.
That's really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool. I like that. He
Yeah.
told us how to upload that without the parts he didn't make, obviously.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. I'm going to tell him to do that. So yeah. So really, really proud of my 11-year-old doing this. He did use my printer because
He'll
the
be a
pizza wouldn't
Patreon one of
fit.
these days that I got to subscribe to.
Yeah, he did a really good job. The teacher actually told him if they could keep the piece to use it as an example for next year,
That's really cool.
and he was like, "Nope, that's mine, and taking it home. But I'll print you another one." So we ended up printing two more for the two teachers.
There you go.
Yeah, that's really cool. Very
Yeah.
creative.
When I
Very,
was,
very creative.
Yeah, yeah, he did a really good job, and he also so after he put everything together, he had to make some math problems to present the pizza with the math problems for fractions. So he did a really good job.
yeah, that's really cool that the teacher wanted to keep it.
Hmm.
I had a history teacher back when I was in, gosh, fifth grade, I think, and I had done a 8 foot tall Aztec Indian out of paper
Oh
with
well.
multiple colors and everything. And that teacher kept that. And I went home and visited, gosh, probably 10, 15 years ago. And the teacher saw me on the street and he's like, you know, I still have that mosaic that you made. He goes, you want it back? And I'm like, sure. So he gave it back to me. That thing was all tattered and everything. It had been up in the classroom for like 40 years.
Oh
It
wow.
was crazy.
There you
Oh,
go.
by the way, that slice that had a pineapple, my son calls it a legal pizza.
Yeah, there shouldn't be pineapple on pizza.
Yeah,
No.
that's exactly why he's called it that way. He doesn't like pineapple in pizza. He calls it a legal.
They're not bad, actually. Yeah, there you go. I can see you've updated your firmware, and you can actually start
Yeah,
it.
so yep, if you put the new firmware on there, and it works on the handy and on here.
Yep. Yeah. Now I don't know at what temperature does it once you're printing, does it bring it the temperature down to? It doesn't. I don't think it says how much it is automatically.
Yeah,
It brings
and I
it
only
down.
have 2 of the plugs for the AMS, and they're not plugged into the ones in the H2D, so I'll have to check that out and try to print with it. But yeah, I don't think it's going to get to. They're going to be super conservative on that because they don't want the filament getting too soft in the PTFE
Yeah.
tubes and everything and breaking apart, and causing
The,
nonsense.
the wiki says it, but I haven't been able to find how much it, what temperature do they put it at. But but it's great because you can you need filament that is very prone to get wet, get humidity in there. Even you have it inside the AMS. By being able to keep it warm, it reduces the amount of humidity while you're printing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great.
Yeah. Just keeping it drier while you're
Exactly.
printing is great. So talk to us about this one, Mark.
That was made for my grandson. He's just turned 5. So he's learning his letters. So basically, you'll see one of the pictures. Those letters come off that board, and then he has to put the letters in the proper place.
Nice.
So it's almost like a stem print then.
I'm not familiar with the particular type of print you're talking about, but yeah, I mean, basically, it's like, remember the wooden puzzles we had as kids?
Yeah.
Basically, it's the same thing, but it's 3D printed.
Yeah. No, that's very cool. That's something you could print for like preschools and stuff and give it to them or whatnot.
Daycares, any
Yeah.
place. I mean, the letters are big enough that you don't worry about it being,
A choking hazard.
that much of a choke hazard. I would still put the caution in there because you never know.
Yeah,
But
people are stupid.
you can't fix stupid. But all in all, it came up pretty good. The plate prints first, and then I took the letters, and the letters were printed face down. So that way they came out with the finish of the plate. Nothing special, but instead of worrying about layer lines or anything where it was printed face down, you don't have that issue. Now
Simple but effective.
that again is for my grandson. Most of the stuff that was printed today, this week, was for my grandson. He likes to play Uno, but he has a very hard time holding the cards and fanning them out. So that's a card holder for him when he wants to play Uno.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I like that. again,
And everything
simple but very effective print.
everything that I printed this week, it's all off of Maker's World. His birthday was today, his party was today, and he was big into Spider-Man, and the party's theme was Spidey-Man. So I did the wall art thing for him, so now he can hang Spider-Man on his wall.
That's really nice. That turned out cool. It's great colors that you chose there for that as well. Looks just like the comic book.
So yeah, it's the same birthday as me. Hey.
What is your birthday?
Today.
Oh, yeah, well, congratulations.
How thick is that Spider-Man? Is that pretty thin or?
No, it's got a good, you know, I want to say maybe a quarter of an inch. You know, it's strong enough that if you were to drop it off his wall, it wouldn't break that easy.
Gotcha. Well, a quarter of an inch is 6 mil, so that's pretty decent.
Pretty
Now you guys understand why I said don't let my wife see the rabbits.
Mhm.
The owl is for my wife. The flamingo is for my youngest daughter, who's also a high school teacher. And she enjoys flamingos, always did. So I printed that out for her. And she got that today. And the first thing she said is, "This is going in my classroom next to the turtles that you made me." And I don't know if you remember a while back, I had made a bunch of turtles and she calls them tardy turtles. So whoever goes into her class tardy has to carry the turtle around.
That's funny.
I've always liked those knitted prints.
Yeah, the knitted ones are awesome.
My wife does too. That's why I keep saying don't show her some of these prints, guys. I mean, my X1's printing a panda right now. You'll probably see it next week. I keep telling her I gotta get a second printer.
Get a H2C. Just kidding.
Well, again, you know, I had talked about Ed. You know, I kind of bent his ear saying, you know, Uncle Sam gave me some money. Should I spend the money on this? And you know, he was kind of in the same boat as me saying, well, you know, the second you buy it, Bamboo Labs is going to release that new latest and greatest. So I don't know.
Buy it so we could get that latest and greatest. Because if you don't buy it, then the opposite will be true, and we won't get the latest and greatest for a while.
Well, there's enough of you guys buying it. Why can't I hold off and get the next one?
Yeah. I've been so tempted. You have no idea. I've actually placed it in the cart 2 times, but then I deleted it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's sitting in my favorites on my Maker's World account. It's sitting there, and I want to say it's been sitting there for like 3 months, and I just, you know, Uncle Sam gave me some excess money, but I'm trying to figure out if I want to pull the trigger on something that expensive.
I didn't think it would be much different than the H2D, and in some ways it's not, but I don't know. That thing's freaking amazing. They changed the game again on that one. But yeah, the next one, and that's the thing, is like, you know that the next flagship that they put out is going to change the game again, so it's worth waiting. Like it is.
I mean, they're almost pricing themselves out of the hobby market, you know, little guys like us, and they're aiming towards more of the professional area.
But they still have the P2S and the other ones for those on the A1.
Yeah, but I mean, I've got the X1C. Why would I buy the P2S?
No, I agree. You don't need to. But
yeah.
when the X1C when I bought it, it was like 1400. So an H2D right now, it's 1800. So it's not a huge difference 2-3 years later.
Right, if you went with the two nozzle one, but what Len was saying with the C, you know,
Yeah.
that's $1,100 more than what I paid for my X1.
And then since it has 7 nozzles, it only comes with what, if you want them all 0.4, you need to buy, what
Two
is
more.
it, 2 more, and then you
Yeah.
need a spare, at least
Well,
one spare. And
You,
then,
you don't
and
really
then,
need a spare because you have 6. So you have 6
Yeah.
spares pretty much.
yeah, but.
You
but
always have to have something
Yeah,
in
you
reverse
gotta have
because
a
you're going to get a
spare.
clog.
Yeah.
I will say they did not jack you on that though. I have to give them props on the nozzles. They're gonna have to give with that many, it makes sense to give a 0.2 and a 0.6 along in that mix, and I appreciate them for doing that. They also give you an extra left nozzle as well. So they're not like shorting you on nozzles or anything like that. They give you a 0.2 and a 0.6 instead of all 0.4s. And that kind of makes sense because you do need the 0.2 and the 0.6 every once in a while. And with every other printer, I had to buy 0.2 and 0.6. So the fact that it came with 4.4, a 0.2, and a 0.6, and 2 0.4s for the left side, it came with a spare and a spare little boot for the left side too. So they did, I mean, if you look at trying to get it as good as possible for everybody, I kind of agree with that setup. I did have to buy a couple of extra induction nozzles, and I did buy 3 so I could have 2 to complete the 6, and then 1 extra because you never know, you're going to have one break or something, and you can have that extra one in there. So I agree with you on that one, Ed. But I would say that I'm not disappointed, nor would I recommend that they do it differently, because I think that gives you a good, like my friend that just bought one, if that's your first printer that you're getting, that's like the perfect setup. You have an extra left nozzle, you have plenty of the 0.4s, and you have a 0.2 and a 0.6. And if you're just getting into the hobby, I think that's perfect. So I kind of agree with what they did on there, but you do, if you want to do all the 0.4s and stuff, you do have to buy some of those. But I just used the 0.2 the other day, and that was super, super handy to just be able to easily put that in there and then run a 0.2 to print a little tiny part real quick. And it was super handy to do that. So I do agree with them on that. But yeah.
My point wasn't, my point is that since it has so many nozzles, and the induction nozzle are much more expensive than the left side of the nozzle. The other nozzle is much cheaper.
Yeah.
They're expensive. What are they, like $45 each?
I think so, something like that. That sounds right.
Yeah. So it's like $45. So if you need to buy a replacement, and if you want to buy a set of 0.2s or 0.6, they add up. If you want to have, print all 0.6, let's say, because right now you can't print 2 different sizes, until they change that software.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're like $40 right now. They're $40.
And look at your high flows. If you want that, it's $70 a piece.
I haven't got any of the high flows, and like, yeah, I don't see a need. I don't think I'll be getting it, and I wouldn't do like 6 of them at $70.
Oh, exactly.
You'd have to really have a reason for that one.
When I got the H2D, I did buy 1 high flow, but I haven't even tried it. So they're expensive.
Yeah, it's double the normal standard flow for
exactly.
a normal H2D. It's double the price for the induction, but those induction, that thing heats up in 7 seconds. It's pretty amazing.
No, it's amazing. Yeah, that's what.
And that speeds up your
it.
prints too when you're going from nozzle to nozzle, because those nozzles, they don't stay hot the whole time, so they cool off and then heat up and cool off and heat up. But yeah, it's double the price. But again, I think they do give you, if you're just starting out or whatever, I think it's a good mix of nozzles to get you going to where you don't really have to buy anything for a while. You know what I mean? If you don't want to do all 6 colors on that side, having that 2 and that 6 as a spare there. And then similar to, you know, not doing a 8 color print every time, but having, you know, filament just on the ready right there.
Sure.
Having that 0.2 and that 0.6 can be good to have on the ready as well. I don't have it that way there in storage, but you could do it that way, and it would be a nice thing to have. But yeah, they are proud of it. $2,400, Mark. You're not lying. Like that's towards the top of what you would want to pay in the hobby, and that does start to price people out. I mean, even the X1C. I mean, $1,400. Like the first printer, the Creality I had was like $300 or $400. So you're talking about adding, you know, $1,000 to that thing, but it was worth it for the speed and the multicolor or whatever. But
well,
yeah,
it's night and day. I mean, you know, night and day. You know, all the Bamboo Labs printers, night and day to what it was. You know, 4 years ago when Creality were out there. You know.
So, I will say I do feel a little ripped off that the H2C with all the nozzles and everything is the same price as what we paid for our H2Ds last year. That is kind of bogus.
Yeah, well, that and the fact that I can upgrade it, but I have to spend another $700
$800, yeah, $700-800
or $800, and you know, and who knows how many hours, and maybe mess it up. So I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
would buy. Yeah, I would buy it. It's not the money. It's just that I'm saying if I buy it and then 2 months later they come out with a new one, I'm going to be kicking myself.
Yeah. You don't want to, especially $2,400. You don't want to buy something like that and then have that happen at that price range. Would just eat you alive. You know, just eat you up.
And I can print with what I have. Anything that you can print on the, it just may take longer, and I have some more, you know, some more waste. Okay.
Yeah, in my case, I got the H2C because I was gonna get one of the H2 series to upgrade from the X1C, and it didn't make a lot of sense to me just to get the H2. At that point.
I agree. I mean, I wouldn't get the H2D today. If I had to decide between the H2D and the H2C, I would get the H2C.
Oh yeah,
no question.
Yeah, the extra $400. But
if I had the H2D, I wouldn't buy an H2C.
You know what I'm hoping is when they release the X2, the H2C is going to drop in price like the H2D did.
Yeah, at 2,000, that's a steal. At 2,000, if you can get the H2C for 2,000, that's a steal.
Oh, it depends whatever X2 is going to be. Yes.
And I mean, and if you have an extra AMS, you don't have to buy an extra AMS. You know, you can just swap it over.
Well, my X1C's got 2 AMSs, so if I were to retire my X1C,
you can use those.
Yeah.
You know, the H2 would have 3.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're not gonna give up. You're gonna keep your X1C, are you?
Oh yeah, the next one that I get's replacing my Ender 3.
I see. Yeah, I gave my Ender 3 away, both of them. I gave mine away.
I've got an Ender 3
I have a Creality
S1
in a
Pro.
box. Anybody wants to email me your address and I will send it to you.
Do you hate us that much? Man, I'm not joining.
I'm just saying, if you're a glutton for punishment, I got a good one
attached to mine where, you know, it supposedly made the Ender 3 faster, and I did notice a difference, but at this point, I don't use it. It's sitting in my room on a table.
Yeah, my issue was that it was always breaking down. It was always, I mean, I would
Yeah, you
spend
always got to
more than half
tinker
the
with
time.
it. Yeah,
Exactly,
always
exactly.
tinkering with it. Always.
And bed leveling, and it was always something. It was
That,
always
that was the
something.
issue for me. I had an Ender 3
Tramming,
as
all of
well.
that.
The hobby was dealing with the printer.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I'm not sorry I bought it. It was a great way to learn the hobby.
Oh, yeah,
I agree. I'm not
of
sorry.
course.
I'm not sorry I had it because it taught me a lot about 3D print, how the 3D printer works, which has helped me troubleshoot stuff when something happens now.
Yep.
So yes, I did learn a lot.
Yeah, I mean, to
But
me,
More than I
it was a
wanted to.
painful lesson.
to me, the experience of having it, and I didn't have half the problems that some of the other people had. I had bed issues mainly for print sticking to the bed, but I played around with bed temperature and filament temperature and some of the other stuff, and I managed to work around that. I got lucky, I guess, when I bought it because I didn't have tramming issues like other people had, and then when I bought the Sonic pad, it made it even easier because it went from Marlin to oh heck.
Yeah, I can't even remember the name of what is the other one? It's not Octoprint.
I'm going to remember it after the stream finishes, I guarantee you.
Good Lord, it's been 4 years since I messed with that.
Clipper,
that's it.
And Clipper was a lot easier than Marlin, and it gave you a lot more options.
Yeah. I remember all of that. Don't miss any of it. Just kidding.
And then obviously Bamboo came on the scene, and I was looking for something that was bigger. I wanted, like everybody, we want a bigger print area.
I wanted multicolor. I was good with the size of the Creality that I had, or I didn't really have a preference, but I wanted multicolor, and I was looking at what is that other one, the Voron or whatever, that one that you build that has that open source list of parts or whatever. I was going to build that and get the palette and do multicolor with it, and then I saw the X1C on Kickstarter, and they had just stopped doing Kickstarter when I got mine. And then the only reason that I have a H2C is because I have a YouTube channel that, pays for the H2C and everything. So that's the only reason that I have it. Otherwise, I'd maybe still be on the X1C, to be honest with you, but I'd maybe got the H2D because of the bigger build plate. It is substantial.
I mean,
I waited. Still be in the under.
I waited a year before I bought my X1C. It'd been out for just over a year, and I was actually going to buy a Delta printer. I was in Micro Center, and I was looking at an FL Sun Delta printer, and they had the X1C on display, and I was talking with my wife, and she said, just get the one you want. So I ended up with the X1C.
Well, that was the right decision.
Yeah, that's such a great printer. That opened the door for me on 3D printing.
It's a fabulous printer.
Yeah, my wife's not sorry that, we spent that money that we did on it back then, because she said it herself, we've gotten our money's worth out of that printer. With everything that I've printed for her and the kids, it's more than paid for itself.
It's a great printer.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not getting rid of mine. Even if I get the H2C, I'm not getting rid of mine.
My main concern with mines now is, like we were all talking at the beginning of the stream, it's got 7K plus on the clock. How much more time am I going to have with it before something major happens and I'm really not going to be able to fix it?
Well, then
if you're just printing with. Sorry, Eddie, go ahead.
No. I was going to say, go ahead. Doesn't matter. I'll make my comment later. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you're printing with just PLA, there is no reason to believe that as long as you don't have like a power surge or anything like that happen, you're going to get 15 to 20,000 hours out of that printer.
Easily. I bet you can double your time on that thing.
Yeah, what it might be an issue is when a belt breaks and you got to change the belt and it's going to be hell. Or you have the rods, the carbon fiber rods is a problem. You have to replace them. They say it's hell to take that apart. Anything major like that, at least I'm not that mechanically. I mean, I can take things apart,
And man,
but
when
putting
you
it back
get
together.
close to, I mean, when you might even think about doing this now, Mark, just to be peace of mind. For $15, you can change your belts in that thing and have that thing brand new.
I wouldn't change them. I would buy them. I actually have the belts. I bought the belts.
Or just
and I
have them on hand there.
Exactly.
But
I have the belts.
yeah, for
I have the belts.
$15, if that's the only thing that you're looking at, and I agree with Justin, I bet you can double the time that you have on there. And I agree with that. I think the only thing you're going to be worried about is these belts, and they're $15. So it's not.
But they're not that easy to change. I mean, I don't think it's as easy to change those
Well,
belts.
it's not easy, but it's not impossible either.
Oh, no, of course.
Now, you might need more than one set because you might mess up one of them.
Yeah, that's true. But the parts they're not that expensive. Those belts are cheap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's one thing about bamboo. Their spare parts are not outrageously expensive. They're relatively, other than a few parts that may be expensive,
Yeah.
but the majority of them are not expensive.
And as long as you don't rip ribbon cables, then you're fine.
Yeah.
Which is easy to
True.
do. Which is easy
True.
to do.
True. But they're great printers.
Yeah.
But they're not that serviceable. If you have to major repairs, it's not like.
That's where having a Creality or a Ender or whatever comes in handy, because you repaired that one so much. Now you're a 3D printer certified technician.
But they're. I mean, I'm not getting rid of mine, even if I upgrade and get the C or whatever other version. I'm not getting rid of mine.
All right. That's all we have for this evening. Thanks, guys, for sending in all of the prints and everything. And there will be a video tomorrow, so I'll see everybody on that. Otherwise, have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Okay, guys.
Thanks,
guys.
everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a good one. Good night.
Good night. Bye.